And we're going to make Canada pay for it. I'm here for it all, man. I am here for it all.
Hammer and Nigel, weekdays 3 till 7 on 93 WIBC and WIBC.com.
When you golf in Missouri, the courses are so close, you'll spend more time on the fairway than the freeway. After the back nine, enjoy world-class dining and distilleries, shops, spas, museums, and more. Find your new golf MO at visitmo.com.
Pat Sullivan here for Michaelis. They're a locally owned and operated family business serving central Indiana for over 39 years. I'm here with Richard Michaelis, who has helped many homeowners with foundation, basement, and crawl space issues.
That's right. If you notice cracks or bowing in your basement walls or detect moisture in the basement or crawl space, it might indicate a serious issue, but it could be a simpler fix than you think.
When you spot a problem, it won't magically improve on its own. It will only get worse over time. Take action now to prevent bigger issues down the road.
That's correct. Contact Michaelis for a free inspection so you can have peace of mind. Our foundation and crawl space work has a lifetime warranty. We offer 0% down financing on foundation, basement, and crawl space repairs. You see our work before we see your money.
Foundations, basements, or crawl spaces, life happens, and Michaelis happens to help you through it. Text or call 844-FIX-INDY. That's 844-FIX-INDY. Make it Michaelis.
Heard about Galaxy Concrete Coatings and their transformation? Your neighbor Chip did.
I'm a real car guy, and I have a garage that I got tired of fighting the epoxy fight. Finally, I saw something on Facebook, and I got interested in Galaxy. Looked like a real good solution to me.
Home or business, Galaxy's got you covered.
My house is on a post tension the slab. It can get cracked, so what these guys did was they came in and they grooved out all those little cracks. And now it's one complete lovely surface, very pleasant on the eyes.
Transforms pools, patios, garage floors, driveways, and more. And Galaxy Concrete Coatings comes with a lifetime warranty.
You can just tell by looking at it, it's going to be impervious to anything I can throw at it for as long as I can imagine. And I haven't looked back since. I love it.
Click on Galaxy Concrete Coatings today. And remember to like us on Facebook. Galaxy Concrete Coatings, we are out of this world.
Citizens, since we each upgraded to Xfinity in our homes, the Wi-Fi has been booming. It's fair to say our town has officially become a boomtown.
Mayor, will I be able to drop into multiplayer gaming battles with low lag?
The lag won't be an issue, but your questionable skills may be.
And what if I have hundreds of devices on the Wi-Fi? Purely hypothetical.
Seems like a lot, but sure, hundreds of devices all booming together with the Xfinity Gateway. Yes, friends and neighbors, with Xfinity, the Wi-Fi is booming.
The Wi-Fi isn't the only thing that's booming. Now get the most reliable Wi-Fi and our best-in-class equipment for one consistent price for 5 years guaranteed. All in. Plus, get unlimited data included and no annual contract. All with the 5-year price guarantee from Xfinity. Visit Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. New residential customers only. Select plans only. Xfinity Gateway with xFi Complete required for unlimited data except in certain areas. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024. Actual speeds vary.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear in the WIBC Traffic Center, except not today. Jeremy Scott, what do you got?
Well, Tony, we've got a new problem. If you're traveling into downtown on 70 westbound, you're heavy from Arlington to just before the north split. Crash blocks the center lane for the time being. Also, still watching this closure on the southwest side with 465 northbound. The ramp to westbound 70 shut down due to crash investigation and cleanup. Continue north on 465, I should say. Get off at Sam Jones Expressway, double back, go south, and hop onto 70 westbound to get yourself to the airport. So you might want to give yourself an extra 5 to 10 minutes. Further north than that, you're heavy from 86 to 865 if you're coming from the south side. Going to go north on 465. You're heavy 74 to Brookville, 70 to Pendleton Pike, and then westbound from Meridian into Dittrich, 65 northbound delays Edgewood to the south split. Traffic is sponsored by B Window. Right now, B Window is extending their employee discount to you. Get 55% off all products and services plus 18 months no interest or payments. Trust local, trust employee owned, trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Jeremy Scott with Traffic on the 5s. Follow us on X at WIBC Traffic.
We have got 51 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:46.
This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. Cordell & Cordell is the largest family law firm in the country with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. That does give us certain advantages, for example, in focus and resources. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. If you're a guy facing divorce, remember, Cordell & Cordell, a partner you can count on.
101 West Ohio, Indianapolis. CordellCordell.com.
I gave it a shot, and I came in and had the procedure done. To me, it was amazing because I don't think I ever breathed that clear. I wish I would have done it 20 years ago.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with national LTE coverage. Go to rapidradios.com and you'll get up to 60% off, free UPS shipping. Add code RADIO for an additional 5% off.
I want to see how this economy was affecting people. We saw some good information last week regarding inflation, but last week we also saw the 10-year Treasury note go up to 4.5%, and we are seeing mortgage rates at 7%. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Mark Dietel joins me right now of markdietel.com, realtor, sponsor of this program, DIETEL, markdietel.com. You're dealing with news stories. You're dealing with changes that are happening every day, and certainly there's the effect on mortgage rates, and then there's the effect on psyche. Let's start with what you're seeing in the central Indiana real estate market. How are things looking to you?
Well, I appreciate you saying central Indiana, because whenever I start talking about real estate, I always like to talk about how really actually micro it is as far as the approach is. Fortunately, from our perspective here in central Indiana, we're still, when you look at overall affordability, we're still ranked as a fairly affordable large market. So that's good. So we're right in the middle of that, beginning of June, May selling season. It's definitely a seasonal business. And right now, activity's good, but obviously there is signs of difficulty, and that means we're seeing properties sit on the market longer.
When you see how the 10-year Treasury has gone up, affecting the 30-year fixed, and then you see that in terms of actual pricing, we're still in those higher numbers. We haven't seen those numbers come down. How do you deal with clients? How do you deal with buyers regarding what it is they're seeing when they're looking for any level of deal?
Well, when you're talking about price specifically, you are correct. We haven't seen prices actually coming down, but the rate of increase has slowed dramatically. Actually, May of 2025 versus May of 2024 is almost level on the median sales price here in central Indiana. So it does, when it comes to affordability, people, the majority of the people are looking at monthly payments. So you have to walk them through that process. The rates have moved up. There's no question. It's really difficult to predict, like you said, what this 10-year Treasury is doing, because the 30-year mortgage rates follows that. And it's just from a standpoint of looking at their affordability, what they can afford, and matching that with what's out there in the market as far as what suits their needs.
Talking to Mark Dietel, markdietel.com, DIETEL, Mark Dietel Realty, and a sponsor of this program and of this station. One of the things I keep hearing about is first-time home buyers, which is to say that builders aren't actually building homes for the first-time home buyer anymore. Why? Whether they've been priced out of the market or, there's just more value in creating the larger home. What are you seeing out there?
Well, let's look at price. I'll touch on price again overall. In the last 5 years, the median sales price here in central Indiana is up 50%. So when we look at that kind of an increase, 50% overall, that's on resale homes as well. And then we talk about the new builders. It's really kind of the whole market. But I have been out. I actually do a first-time home buyer webinar live twice a month. And when you get out there and you look at some of these national builders building, there are some products out there, Tony, that would amaze you that how affordable they are. And another thing what these national builders are doing, which is positive, it's oftentimes you can go in there and you can get a very good interest rate. And that's obviously going to impact your monthly payments, so you can actually get more house. So I would challenge a lot of people, especially first-time home buyers, to look at that close. Talk to your realtor and look at that close, because from an affordability standpoint, there's still options out there on new builds.
So you're saying that that builders are building a house that is more first-time home buyer friendly, lower price points, or they're offering incentives around that house that make it easier to afford it?
I say both. I say there's not enough product as far as that first-time affordability, but there is product in the market. There's more coming, but there's product in the market where there's some builders that are making some very specific strides in helping a first-time home buyer can go in and actually buy a new build still in that $300,000 to $350,000 range. Now, again, that's up 50% from 5 years ago. So from a psyche standpoint, what you said, that's still a big deal working with buyers.
Talking to Mark Dietel, markdietel.com, Mark Dietel Realty, Dietel, and sponsor of this show and of this station. All right, where are the hot zips, and where do you think the next hot market is coming from in Central Indiana?
Well, from a standpoint of the real hot zips, what I like to talk about from a standpoint of the homes and where people are looking at is it's still, in my opinion, it's still those corridors, northeast, northwest, extending up into beyond. When I say beyond Marion County, when I say northwest, those are still traditionally still the same places. From an affordability and from a sheer just price, average medium, or I should say medium sales price, Hamilton County is still the high one, and the other, Hendricks, Hancock, Johnson, they all kind of sit in about the same price area. People are still oftentimes driven to schools. The areas that were really hot probably pre-COVID, more of the center township where people were getting into more of the downtown area. We look at a number that what we call absorption rate, or that's the number of months of inventory on hand. Some of the best prices, and unfortunately some of the inventory that's sitting on the longest is some of these areas that in the past were really hot as it relates to some of those downtown, more center township village areas like Fountain Square, Bates Hendricks. Some of those areas are struggling as it relates to the amount of inventory that's moving in those areas.
Mark Dietel, he could be your real estate agent. Talk to him today. I appreciate it, by the way. Sponsor of the show and sponsor of the station, Mark Dietel, Dietel, markdietel.com. I appreciate the update. I appreciate you coming on. Matt Bear.